Hello,
Hi,
how are you?
I'm good. How about you?
Uh, I'm actually suffering a flu right now. A flu. Because in my place it's the winter.
Oh,
Snow is starting to fall and yeah, I'm a bit sick. Was your weekend fun? Did you do anything fun?
no, not really special. Still
Oh,
normal.
so you're just focusing on learning IELTS, huh?
Yes,
Nice. That's
daily full time.
good. Good. Okay. Let's go over your homework first, and then we'll start with the lessons. Okay, wait. Here it is. Where is it? Mm. So you have improved a lot, and I think that you're nearly there, nearly to your goal. But you have to try more, especially for the areas of improvement, okay? So I love how you always have a structure in your speaking part, which is really good. Please follow that structure. Beginning, context, example, and then conclusion. All right. But you lack connectives and discourse markers. Like, for example, this link. You need to use more of these in your speaking part, okay? Here. Like, moreover, I think that you use it a lot, which is good, but try to use more like additionally, furthermore, besides, okay? And for the rest as well. Mm. So please refer to the link. All right. And for the vocabulary is really good, but you need to step up your game. You really need to step up your game. Use more complex vocabulary. It's good, but it's not that high level. So if you want to reach a higher score, you need to use high band vocabulary. Okay? Got it? Mm. And for the grammar,
Còn
again,
còn một cái 50 là mình coi là một cái 50
perfect
còn bốn
grammar.
cái của tôi trên
But
rành á. Và tại sao bây giờ là như vậy để em kiểm tra được cái cuộc sống
sorry,
như vậy.
your place is a bit noisy.
It's okay.
I'm sorry, but I just don't want you to be interrupted by the noise. Okay, so for the grammar, again, perfect grammar, but it is recommended that you use about 3 to 4 complex structures in the speaking part. So you need to start using more grammar structures than just basic sentence. Okay? Do you
Okay.
know how to use complex structure? So it's not that difficult. For example, you say, "Oh, I am hungry, so I eat." That's it. It's a really simple sentence, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, but you have to like upgrade it. So it's gonna be something like, "I am craving some food," and then you use connectives and discourse markers. For example, I am craving some food. Therefore, therefore, I go and cook up something good for myself. See? So the sentence has been it has become more it has become longer, and it uses a connector, and it uses more grammar structure as well. Okay? So try to make it more detailed. Got it? Mm. And that's for the grammar. The pronunciation, again, you need to start practicing your intonation again. All of these, please practice again. Okay? Practice makes perfect. Got it?
Yeah.
And this is my estimated score for you. So as you can see, it's around 5 to 6 and 6 to 7 already. But if you really want to upgrade it into like 6.5, these parts have to move up to 6 and 7 as well. Okay? These two parts. All right. So that's for the homework. Wait. Let me give you the Quizlet link so we can review some vocabulary before we start our lessons. Wait a bit. Okay. Here. Can you share your screen while doing it for me?
Okay.
Oh, let me just
Oh,
turn.
how's this about my different screen sharing? I cannot share my screen.
Can you try again?
Okay.
Okay. Yes, let's get started. This is an important phrase as well. Instead of saying nuclear waste, you can also say garbage disposal, which means xử lý và tiêu hủy rác as well. So you can choose multiple vocabulary for that. Mm.
What?
Ooh, one wrong. Which one?
Well,
Oh, yeah, I was talking about this too. So disposal means actually in the definition there's the word disposal as well, right? It's a silly mistake. But it's okay. Be careful. Especially in the reading part, because if you don't read these sentences carefully, you may get it wrong. especially in the reading section. Okay?
Stop the session now.
Yeah, you can start now. You can stop now. Thank you. Okay, now let's get into our official lessons. Where is it? Here. Okay, so for today, we're gonna do part 2 and part 3. I think the topic is pretty interesting. So you can try. It is interesting. Okay, so classic questions. What is some vocabulary that pop up on your mind when you read the topic? Describe a role. What kind of vocabulary can you link to this topic?
School might be wearing uniform. Yeah, both school and work, you should wear uniform.
Wear a uniform. What else?
Be on time.
Be on time, correct. What else?
No violence or harassment.
Yes. No violence or harassment. Nice. Harassment.
No bullying.
I'm sorry, no what?
No bullying. Không có bạo lực học đường ấy.
Oh, no bullying.
Bullying.
Bullying, not bullying. Bullying. Okay, no bullying. Yep. More? No? No more?
At school maybe be police with teachers.
Be
Police.
polite.
Police. Để phép rồi.
Polite.
Polite.
Ooh, not polite. Police, it sounds like police, which means fact, right? Let's hear how it is pronounced.
Polite.
Polite. Okay? Polite. Polite. Okay. What is the synonym for on time? There's a word for it. What is the synonym for it? Instead of saying on time, how can you say it in another way? Something that starts with a P. With a P.
Punctual.
Yes, correct. Oh my God. Yes, be punctual. Exactly. Oh my God. What's going on? Be punctual. Yes. Nice. And for wear uniform, this one is a noun. But do you know that uniform can also be an adjective? If it is an adjective, what does it mean? Can you guess? If it is an adjective, it would be here. Why is it Chinese? Anyway, if it is adjective, it would be the same, not changing. In Vietnamese, it would mean đồng đều, rất là đều, right? So you can say maybe for example, the line is uniform. Cái hàng nó rất là đồng đều, cái hàng nó rất là thẳng. Okay? So it can be that as well. And no violence or harassment, no bullying. Bullying, normally it's it has a physical meaning. If it's online, then you can say cyber bullying, right? Or cyber attack. Cyber bullying, cyber attack. Tấn công trên mạng. Okay? So let's get started with our speaking sessions. I'm gonna give you again 1 minute to brainstorm. It's your time. Okay, time's up. Let's get started. You can speak now.
When it comes to the rule at school, I had to tell you about the rule that really important in my school. It is wearing uniform. So wearing uniform is one the things that the students should do whenever they study in primary school or high school. So on a daily basis, when the student go to school, they have to most of them have to wear the same type of clothes, and so that if someone break the rule, maybe they will be strictly punished. And I will tell you about the time when a student is strictly punished. Uh, he, um, he went to school uh, every day with no belt in his hands. So he, he was not allowed to go to school in 2 weeks. And so that is one of the strictest, strictest rule that I have ever seen when I go to school. And mm,
Why do you think it's an important role?
I think it's important. This rule is very important because it ensures that there's no discrimination among the students. So that is very it's very essential for the pupils to go to school with the uniform. Also. And in addition, the uniform also reflect the school's image. And not only students should wear uniform, the teacher in my school also has to wear uniform when they go to the go to school. And in conclusion, wearing uniform is the rule that most of the teachers or students should obey when they should obey during their academic children. So yeah, that's all.
Nice. Fantastic. So good. It's really good. Okay.
Because
It's really good. And it's actually over 2 minutes. But in the real test, the judge will not encourage you, like I said, like, oh, what do you think? No. They'll just sit silent, they'll say nothing. So you have to keep going. Okay? You have to try and keep going. All right? Don't just freeze. Because if you freeze, you waste your time. All right? So first of all, I noticed that you use this phrase a lot when it comes to. I also suggested that you should try using like a different phrase, right? For example, um, this is about the park, the topic of the park, but you can say, oh, when this the one thing that popped into my mind is the rule of wearing uniform, right? For example, the rule that popped into my mind is wearing uniform at my school. And then you keep going with your speech. All right? Or for example, out of all the rules that I remember, the most notorious rule is notorious. This is a good wait. English notorious rule. It means something famous for something immoral or bad. So notorious rule for like example, a notorious rule for to control bad students is wearing uniform, right? And on it is actually on a daily basis, not the daily basis. So on a daily basis. Okay? And wearing the same type of clothes, okay? Um instead of saying if they don't do something, which use really simple phrase, you can say if they violate the rule, right? If they violate the rule, or if they do not comply with the rule, they will be strictly punished. All right? Hmm. Okay. It is the strictest rule, correct? So wearing the uniform can help to prevent discrimination among students. Good. And this word, I noticed that you use it a lot, but it's not essential. Again, it's
Essential.
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 Yeah.
Three syllables. Essential. Okay? Not essential. No, essential. All right? Essential. Okay, and it reflects the school image. I love this phrase. That's really accurate. And when it there's this sentence like, oh, the teachers should also wear the uniforms like the students, you can add a connective, the Discord marker, like I said. Like for example, moreover, furthermore, the teachers should wear uniforms as the students as well. Okay? And you pronounce this, it wasn't correct. It is supposed to be pronounced as
Obey.
obey. Okay? Obey.
Obey.
Obey. Got it? Obey. Okay. Mm. Um, and today we're gonna okay. So that's good. And let me show you maybe wait, an example of how we can answer that topic. Okay. So this one, actually, the sample is about the uniform policy as well. So you can say, oh, my school has a strict uniform policy. Okay? Do you have to wear uniform at your office as well?
Sorry.
Do you have to wear a uniform at your office as well? now?
Yes.
Yes, right?
Yes.
So you can also say, oh, like the uniform policy is not only applied in the school, but also my workplace, right? So you can try using that phrase. The uniform policy is not only applied in my school, but also in my current workplace, right? So you can use like a grammar structure here. See, a grammar structure. And what else? It was enforced. Enforced means established, kiểu được hình thành, được thành lập, to promote equality. Like you said, no discrimination, correct? Professionalism, so chuyên nghiệp, and a sense of belonging, a sense of belonging. And this sample also tells about a personal experience. Example, initially I questioned the necessity of uniforms, but later I saw the value of it. Right? Ban đầu thắc mắc về cái sự cần thiết của cái uniforms, but later I can see how valuable it is because it helps promote equality and no discrimination. Right? And the benefits of it is to foster a cohesive team atmosphere and eliminate clothing disparities among colleagues. Disparity. Let me show you what it is. Disparity.
Disparity.
Disparity. Disparity. It means a lack of equality. Một cái sự không cân bằng. Okay? Yeah. And then overall, reflecting on it, I now appreciate the role for its role in promoting unity and professionalism. All right. So this is a really strong sample that you can learn from. Okay. Do you have any question about this sample?
No.
No? Please note down some of the important phrases and vocabulary like enforce, equality, professionalism, because I think that you can use it for various contexts as well. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. So let's keep going with part 3 of that topic. And we're going to get to the second topic later. All right. What rules should children abide by at home in your country? What rules?
I think one of the most important rule that children should obey in at home in my country is to be polite with their parents.
Polite, not polite.
Polite with their parents.
Polite.
I think so because that most of the children are encouraged to
Or what? Or encouraged to what? Why should children be polite? Why? Okay, so let's list the reason. Okay, so children should be polite to their parents because let's list some of the reason. What's the first reason? Why?
The well-educated children will be respected in the social.
So the children will be respected, you mean?
The children who are well-educated
The children who are well educated
well-educated will be respected in the society.
will be respected in the society. Okay. What else? If you had children, why would you want your children to be polite? For example, if you had children, why? What about social manner? What does it have to do with social manner? How can you link it with social manner? Hmm? So, for example, politeness is a must-have social manner, right? Therefore, it is taught to children from a young age, correct?
Yeah.
Right? Politeness is a must-have social manner. Therefore, it is taught to children from a young age that they should be polite to their parents. Not only to their parents, but also to other people as well. Okay? What else? Let's try to think. Try to think. What if we want to say để cho họ có thể làm một cái tấm gương tốt cho bạn bè đồng trang lứa? How can we say it in English? How?
Set a good example with their peer.
Mm. A good example with their peer, correct? It should be to their peers. But we can also say polite kids can be a good role model, right? Role model for their peers, right? Or example as well, polite kids can be a good example for their peers, or they can be a good role model for their peers. All right. So that's one rule, politeness. What is the second rule? Because it is plural. What rules should children abide by at home in your country? What is the second rule? Can you tell me?
think the next responsibility is do how do the housework. The housework in their home.
So take responsibility with the household,
Housework,
with the housework.
the chores.
We could say house chores, okay? House chores. Right. So why? Why should they be responsible with the house chores? Why?
This is the way to help their parents.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. What else? What else can we explain for that rule? What else?
Another reason is that this can practice them the soft skill like teamwork.
Practice the teamwork.
Yes, teamwork skill.
So uh it can help them improve their
Teamwork
teamwork
skill.
skills. Why teamwork? You mean you do the house chores with your parents?
Yes, do the house job with their parents, and
Ooh.
I think the tasks will be divided for each other.
Okay, I got it. What about multitasking skill? Right? Do you multitask?
Multitasking, yes.
So you do as well, right? So multitasking skill. Ooh, tasking skill. Mm. Anything else? More? Something about sự tự lập. What does it mean in English?
Tự lập.
Mm-mm.
Independence.
Independence. Okay, so how do we say it in a sentence?
The children could be independent from their parents.
Okay, so you can say children are trained, right? Trained to be more independent and not rely on their parents. Okay? Another rule that I think is really essential is honesty, right? Children must be honest, right? Honesty. Honesty. Okay, so that's the first question. The second is, what roles can be forgiven for children breaking at home? Okay, what roles can be forgiven?
Maybe they forget do their house chores.
Okay, let's talk about it in full sentence. It's part three. Okay, so give me a full sentence speech. Let's elaborate. Okay, keep going.
One of the rule that children can take at home is it may be do the house job because the children go to usually go to school all day, so they have to manage their homework at home. So that because the homework is so much, maybe they forgot what they what they have to do uh, if they finish their homework. So that is okay. In some cases, they can forget task of doing house job, and so that I think that this cannot it may not affect so much, and so that the parent can forgive them.
Okay. So you can say that forgetting to do house chores is not as severe as other rules. Thus, the children can be forgiven by their parents, right? So you can use this as a conclusion, right? So you see how I always try to use like a detailed sentence. It's longer and it's connected as well. It's connected by this, right? So try to use it like this as well. So in this sentence, you got a connector and you also got the passive voice, right? Be forgiven by their parents. Okay? Okay. That's one rule. What's the other rules? What are the other rules?
Maybe they don't tell the truth for their parents.
Don't tell the truth. Okay. How can that be?
For example, some children like to hang out with their friends, but their mother doesn't allow them to hang out to go out with their friends, and so that the children will like their mothers. Maybe the reason that sometimes the children maybe get stressed from studying at school, so that they just want to go to hang out with their friends to have relaxation. However, some parents are so strict that they do not let them to hang out with their friends. So I think that it may be forgive, maybe forgiven because I used to do so in the past.
So personal experience, huh? Okay, but it's not entirely good, right? To be dishonest to your parents. But this is just an IELTS speaking, so we don't judge the morals of the stories here. So I'm just gonna fix your grammar, okay?
Okay.
Okay. So don't tell the truth. This is stressed from studying at school, okay? Stressed, not stressed. Stressed is like it's like saying it in a Vietnamese accent. This is stressed from studying at school and hanging out with friends to have a relaxation. We don't use this phrase like that. We just say to relax. What else? What is the synonyms of to relax?
Let their hair down.
Yes, to let their hair down. What else? Something that starts with an L as well. I noted in your previous homework. If you read my feedback, you would have known it, right? What else? So, thả lỏng người. What does it mean? It means something like thả lỏng cơ thể.
Stretch the body.
To what? Stress the body.
Stretch the body.
Stretch the body là giãn cơ.
À,
Kéo giãn. No, it's not stretch the body. To loosen up. Okay? To loosen up. Loosen up means thả lỏng cơ thể. Okay? Opposite to it is tighten up. Right? Tighten up, loosen up, tighten up. Okay. And strict, you didn't pronounce this correctly, so it's strict. Remember this word, it has a T sound at the end. So it
strict,
okay?
Yeah.
Strict, not strict. All right? And I noticed that you said in the beginning, their mother doesn't allow them, but then you keep when you keep going, it was their parents do not let them. So it's not synchronized. It's not thống nhất in speaking speech. So you should try to use just one form of grammar, okay? So you can say doesn't allow, don't allow, or don't let them, or does not allow and do not let them, okay? So try to make it uniform, all right? Try to make it the same. Got it? Okay, that's the second question. And thirdly, what rules should people obey in public transportation? Public transportation, really important. Okay. What are your opinions about this?
Do the line up when using some transport. Some public transport such as bus or uh, bus, bus or sky train.
Okay, why? Where should they line up?
Because every day they are so for example um, every morning when I go to school by bus so, and I see that there are so many people waiting to check the bus and for that who come first they will check the bus first and the line.
Keep going. How's the line? How's
The
the line?
line that may be chaotic.
The line maybe what? I'm sorry. The line.
Chỉ chỉ vừa chen lớn cái coi như là cái dòng người nó hỗn loạn đó, biết có sao đâu.
So the line is unorganized, right? Mất trật tự, hỗn loạn, không có tổ chức, right? The line is organized because of say some impolite people. Okay? Okay. So how can we make them comply with the rule? How? Làm sao để họ có thể tuân thủ theo cái luật xếp đúng đúng hàng khi mà họ đợi những cái public transportation? How? Hmm?
In one way that can make them comply with the rule is to punish them. Punish them by
Right? By what? To punish them by what?
by money.
By money. Okay. So instead of saying to punish them by money, we can say to fine them. To fine somebody. Right?
By them.
Yes, to fine them. So fine, usually it means, oh, I'm good. But as a verb, where is it? No, it means to charge someone an amount of money as a punishment for not obeying a rule or law. Okay? So to fine them, to fine them, say a certain amount of money. Okay? Okay. What else? Okay, so these are the ideas. Can you try and answer that question again fully, like prop 3 structure? Can you try again? You got all the ideas here, but try to say it again.
Think what other rule at public transport that people should obey is lining up.
Okay.
Because lining up when we think as for example, some public transport stations such as bus or SkyTrain, they have to line up because some people may be waiting to take the bus. Whoever comes first can take the bus first. Sometimes the line is unorganized because of some impolite people.
Impolite? Polite, come on.
Impolite people.
Okay.
Therefore, to address this problem, some individuals should be fined a certain amount of money.
Nice. I really like this phrase. Therefore, to address this problem, some individuals should be fined a certain amount of money. See, this one is a really, really good sentence. Really good. Therefore, to address this problem, some individuals should be fined a certain amount of money. Okay? That's an excellent sentence. So keep trying to speak using those kind of sentences. Okay? Okay. It's really good. So that's for the first topic. Let's move on to the second topic. And this is part two. Okay, part two. Describe a time when you give advice to others. I think that you have a lot of good advice to share. Okay?
Yeah, okay.
Okay. So we're gonna have 1 minute to brainstorm. Now's your time. Okay.
Excuse me.
Mhm.
Can I take a break for about 5 minutes, please?
Oh, sure, sure. Okay. Okay, let's come back at 31 sharp. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. You back already?
Not yet. Um,
Okay. 31, 31.
I can understand now.
Okay, good. All right. So are you done with the brainstorm?
Not yet.
Okay. So 1 minute for brainstorm, okay? 1 minute. Okay, time's up. Okay, let's go.
If I'm not mistaken, mm, the time when I get someone the advice when was about 4 years ago when my best friend and I was studying the final years at the high school, and 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 I advised, and he asked me that he should uh, go on study in Vietnam or study abroad. And so that year in the high school, uh, she always got the good grade, and it was the opportunity for her to get the scholarship from the school in Australia, and and she, but however, she consider that if she if she had studied abroad, she would be alone because she had no friend in Australia as well, and and she was worried that she will do anything to make ends meet. And so sometimes she is confused with her decision, and therefore therefore I asked some friends who were studying in Australia, and asked them if she study abroad, what things she will receive, and, they told me that the people in Australia are really friendly, and they they can get on with her. And, after that, they they decided to take an IELTS exam to apply the like university in Australia, and finally she got a 6.5 for overall for IELTS exam, and now she is studying in in Australia, and she will graduate in the next year. So so I think that my advice is really useful for her, and she appreciate me. So and that's what I want to share with you.
And I'm glad we're friends. And thank you as well. Thanks for advice. It was really good. Okay. If I'm not mistaken, a different way to open the speech and a nice way as well. If I'm not mistaken, oh, one of my advice was so really good. Um, 4 years ago, it's a she. She asked me if she, right, if she should go on studying in Vietnam or abroad. And she always got good grades, or you can also say excellent marks, right? Excellent marks in high school. And she was worried that she will do anything to make ends meet. It would be she would, right? Because it's in the past, right? So she was worried that have to, she would have to do everything to make ends meet. Okay? To make ends meet. And she was confused with her decision, and therefore you gave her your advice. And the people in Australia, they are really friendly. What are some synonyms of friendly that you can use here? What are some synonyms of friendly? Something that you told me about the people in Thailand that you visited. Something that...
Hospitality.
Yes, but what is the objective of hospitality? Objective of hospitality. What is it?
Hospitable.
Yes, correct. Hospitable. Hospitable. Okay. What else? What else? What else? Hospitable and hmm? hospital, or maybe kind. Kind what? Kind.
I heard
Yeah, kind-hearted. Kind-hearted. Correct. Kind-hearted. And we what?
welcome.
Welcome some welcoming. Okay? Welcoming. Right? So the people are really hospitable,
Not
kind-hearted.
welcome ED.
Ooh, not
Well,
welcoming. Because welcoming is an adjective, right? And welcome is a verb. So if you use welcome ed, it's just passive verb. Okay? So welcoming is the adjective of welcome, not welcomed. All right? Welcomed is only saying, for example, I welcomed her into the house, or I was welcomed into the house. Okay? Useful advice. Useful can also be helpful advice, right? So she really appreciates me. And maybe you can say, up until now, we are still on good terms, right? On good terms. Do you understand what is this? On good terms. Hmm? What does on good terms mean? What does it mean?
maybe still best friends with each other.
Right. But it's not, yeah, it say to remain good friends with each other, right? With each other. Okay. Okay. So thank you again for your advice. I'm not even your friend, but I think your advice was helpful for her. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's move on to part three of that topic. Ooh, all right. So is it good to ask for advice from strangers online? Do you think it's good?
Sometimes it's very necessary to ask for someone online for the advice because so there are so many people who had a wide range of experiences, and so that they will have the knowledge and useful useful experience so that they can share for everyone, even the strangers. And for for, uh, for example, um, about 5 years ago, when I fell in love with a girl in my high school, and so that I access Facebook and add someone in the group of Facebook who had real love already, and I asked them, what should I do to get on well with her? And so that they give me some steps and how 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 can I do in the future to hang out with her and three, therefore 3 months after she was my girlfriend and I have the unforgettable memories and unfortunately I uh, I broke up after 8 years. Uh,
What? You guys broke up?
yes, broke up after 8 years.
8
I
years?
can Oh, I meant, sorry, I meant.
Okay, forgot what her name was. I'm sorry to hear that, but keep going. Mm. So in conclusion, in
So
con
in conclusion, I think it's a better, sometimes it's very beneficial to uh, ask for someone to give the advice. Maybe it's not really good 100%, but I think it might be helpful for you.
Mm. Is that it?
That's all.
No. Thank you. A very, very personal experience with a good lesson. Thank you. So sometimes it's very necessary to ask for advice, correct, even from strangers online. So a wide range of experiences. We don't normally use this phrase to talk about experience. We can say that to ask from, you can say an experience, right? An experienced person, right? Or a skillful person, a skillful person, right? Or a person that has gone through the ups and downs of life, right? The ups and downs of life. Như kiểu theo tiếng Việt mình nói là người đã gọi là lên voi xuống chó nhiều lần ở trong
Là
đời.
đúng.
Thế nào? Someone that has gone through the ups and downs of life. So they have a lot of experiences to share, right? For example, if you're in love with a girl in high school, get on well with her, to ask for advice, to get on well with her, or to ask for advice to win her heart, right? To win somebody's heart, right? And they gave me some steps for how can I do in the future to hang out with her. So you wouldn't say, how can I do? For example, if it is a questions, you can say, oh, how can I,
How I could do.
right? Yes, how I could do, right? They gave me some steps for how I could do in the future to hang out with her. All right. Be careful. In the question, it will be how could or how can I? But in the sentence, it gotta be reversed. All right. Reversed. Okay. In conclusion, it's not beneficial. It's beneficial. All right.
Beneficial.
Beneficial. Beneficial. Beneficial. Okay, remember.
Beneficial.
Beneficial. Okay. There are a lot of words that have the show at the end. That is not pronounced as 4 syllables. Not beneficial. Incorrect. Beneficial. Okay. Another word is, for example, statistical. Statistical. Okay. Oh my God. All right. Okay. Next questions. What are the problems if you ask for too many people for advice? What are the problems?
The first problem I want to mention is that maybe you be confused when you ask so many people for the advice because um, every individual will have their own opinion and experiences, and sometimes you will not know that uh, what solution will be suitable. So, and it's difficult. Sometimes it's very difficult for you to is to decide what what you uh, what you will do.
More?
And another problem is that the advice may not be may not useful. Uh,
The advice may not be what? May not be.
Ý là kiểu không tin được ấy, không thể nào tin.
Không thể tin được đó hả?
Dạ. Dạ, bạn không có tin được ấy. Vì
May
nó
not
không có nói thật.
be believable, right? May not be believable.
Unbelievable.
May not be believable.
Maybe unbelievable.
Yeah, or maybe unbelievable. Maybe unbelievable. Okay.
Yes, I will tell you about one case when my friend lost lost their way when he traveled in another country. About 3 years ago, he had a trip to Singapore, and because that was the first time that he has been to this nation, so he didn't know that what he had to do when he arrived at at, uh, at Singapore. So that he so he uh, so he asked someone who was strangers at school at the street. He and, he asked them the way to hotel, the way to the hotel, but didn't but they didn't show the right way. So that he lost the way, and it took him about 1 hour to go to the hotel, and that was really terrible experience. Terrible experience. So that's why I think that some advice may not be true 100%. That's all. Hơi lạc đề đúng không?
Hơi lạc đề. Because you said that your friend only asked a stranger at the street, right? Is it many people or is it just one person?
Just one.
Oh, but the question is the problems if you ask too many people, right? Too many people, right? So yeah, too many people. So for example, what if you in the middle of your talk and you realize, oh my God, like I just go off the topic. So how can you save the situation? Okay, for example, you stop at, ooh, that was a terrible experience. And then you realize that, I didn't really answer the question. You can say that was terrible experience because uh during that 1 hour of getting lost, your friend, he also asked a few more people, but no one was able to guide him, right? So it got back to the topic again, right? During just make something up like, oh, during that 1 hour of getting lost, my friend also asked a few more people, but no one was able to give him the right direction. Okay? All right. So
Ủa nhưng mà cái đề là nó bảo là cái advice là lời khuyên, mà đưa cái câu chuyện mà chỉ đường cái sông lạc đường không biết có vào không biết có đúng vấn đề không ta.
tutor nghĩa là kiểu là không thể tin được thì ý là nó cũng là một cái ví dụ hợp lý, tại vì ở đây mình đang test chủ yếu là cái kỹ năng tiếng Anh, not like the content of your answer. However, the content should align with the question as well. Okay? Nên là kiểu tự dưng nói mà tự dưng thấy là trả lời hơi hơi lạc đề hay là thấy hơi sai sai rồi thì cố để mình nói cái câu đó để mình get you back on track. Ok, nói một cái gì đó để get you back on track. Alright, nhưng mà chủ yếu là cái kỹ năng tiếng Anh của mình sẽ được test hơn. But your answer must be related, should be related to the question as well. Alright, nếu mà cái câu trả lời của mình nó không có liên quan đến các câu hỏi á thì mình sẽ dùng những cái từ ngữ, những cái phrase mà nó không có đúng với cái chủ đề, đúng không? Mà cái đó cũng là một cái tiêu chí để mà giám khảo chấm điểm. Right? Okay? So be careful. Be really careful with that. Okay. Uh, what are the personalities of people whose job is to give advice to others? What are the personalities of people whose job is to give advice to others? What do you think? Personalities of people. What do you think?
I think one of the important characteristic is be honest, especially the people who are working as customer service staff. In some company, when, for example, in some company, some clients will have some problem, so that is, so that they come to this staff to be offer some advice or solution, and I think that uh, the honest staff will with the suitable advice to them.
Okay. Before we keep going, the word suitable is not subtable. It's
Suitable.
suitable. Okay.
Suitable.
Not subtable. Subtable.
Suitable.
If you say it in like subtable, it means sub table. Sub means một cái gì đó nó kèm thêm, and then table sounds like một cái bàn. So the judge will be like, oh, một cái bàn phụ, right? So it doesn't make sense. So it's suitable.
Suitable.
Suitable. Okay? Suitable. The pronunciation and the intonation is really, really important. Okay? Because we are practicing right now and I'm your tutor, I'm not your judge. So I can understand it. But in the real test, you get no chance. Okay? No chance. All right? So you have to pay for the test as well. So make your money worth. Okay? So correct these mistakes. They may seem like small mistakes, but they are important. All right? Okay. Next, it just what are the personalities? So the first thing is honesty. What is the second characteristic? What do you think? Is what do you think?
We are someone who experience.
Mm-hmm.
Experience.
Yes.
Um, the job requires this statistic is the teacher. Some teachers who who have who have some teacher who Some teacher who are skillful, maybe the who teachers who are skillful, maybe the people who understand the student the most because they know clearly the ability of every student, and so that they can give advice for every pupil. For example, when I was a student at the primary school, my teacher tested me the the ability to study every subject, and she and she told me that Chung, you should study more, uh, study study more mathematics and English because these subjects are very important in the future, and so that I put all my effort to study this subject, and in the exam to apply for the university, uh, I got the high grades, and so and after that I am the student of the international university, one of the top school in Vietnam. That's all.
Nice. And congratulations on the high score. Nice. So there's some small mistakes here. Experience is equal to skilled. Skilled means has a lot of experience. Skillful mean like tài giỏi, lành tài giỏi, lành nghề. So it's kind of similar, lành nghề, tài giỏi lành nghề. It's kind of similar to skilled, but in this context, I think skilled is more suitable. Okay, not skillful. Skillful, you can say, for example, a craftsman, a craftsman, a craftsman, who is very skillful. Yeah, but for a teacher, you can say someone who is really skilled, skilled. Okay, skilled. And mathematic. Oh my God, sorry. Ads everywhere. Mathematic. It's supposed to be pronounced like
Mathematics.
mathematics. Okay, math, mathematics. Remember, it's got the th sound. Mathematics. Okay, mathematics. All right. So that concludes today's lessons. You did a great job. Let's look at the whole lesson from top to bottoms again. Be punctual. Remember that. Comply with the rule. Essential. Essential, okay? Essential. Essential. And policy, uniform policy. Uniform can also be an adjective. Please note down important vocabulary for you, okay? Do you have any questions for me about today's lesson?
No, I don't have.
No, not at all. You understood everything.
Yes.
Nice. Remember that, okay? Because in the next lesson, if I ask you something that relates to this question and you don't remember, you'll be punished. Okay?
Okay.
Just kidding, but please remember, okay? And for the homework, you're gonna keep learning the template speaking for me, but from next page, it will be from page 3 to page 7. It's vocabs and phrases to describe a person. Okay? It's in the template speaking. And for the vocabulary memorization, please learn personality and day off in page 66 and 100. Okay? And practice part 2. Describe a nice thing that you've been waiting for a long time. All right? Okay. So that's it for today's lessons. Thank you very much.
Yeah. See you next week.
See you. Good night.